Hey there, crafty friends. It's Tina from the Scrappin Rabbit vlog. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. This video is for the Scrappy Tails Craft Heartfelt Wings blog hop and video hop and giveaway. I created some beautiful cards featuring one of the new stamp sets. This theme is spring with butterflies and birds and blooms. You just don't even want to miss out. All the information is in the description box below. There is a new Butterfly Kisses card kit, and in this card kit, which is a really great deal, you get these two different embellishment packs, a purple and a yellowish green, like a spring green. The purple one has these little teeny tiny butterflies, which are just too cute, and then the yellow pack has those pink blooms. These are exclusive to the card kit. The card kit also features this Butterfly Kisses paper pad that has lots of butterflies and florals, some really just gorgeous patterns with different unique colors. I really just love this paper pad. I didn't use it in my project today, but I have lots of plans to dive into this paper pack soon. There's also a multi-layer stencil and die. So you get this die. There's also a word die that says hello, and you get that butterfly. And then the stencil has different colors that you can just ink in and then die cut it out with the die cut that also has those really beautiful impressions. So I didn't use this today. I really was featuring the stamp set in my project, which is just absolutely gorgeous. This is the Spread Your Wings stamp set, and you get several different sizes and some great sentiments that are geared towards Mother's Day. There's a grandma and a mother-in-law. Lots of different ways that you can use this set. I went ahead and purchased the coordinating dies. It doesn't come with the card kit, but it is an option for you to add on. I really do like to have the coordinating dies for the stamps. So this card kit is at the shop, and it features the stamp, the die with the stencil, the paper pad, and those two embellishment packs. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp and emboss some of these butterflies. I'm going to prep my paper using the anti-static powder tool, and I'm just going to go ahead and lay some of the butterflies out onto the paper. I did it in a few sessions. I'm just going to show you how I did this first set, and then I did the rest off camera. So I like to just rub my hand over there because it's a new stamp and it's extra sticky. I'm going to use some Versamark ink. And this ink pad has a little bit of a residual of black ink on it, so it really shows up nice. I actually kind of like that it's not so invisible, and I can see exactly where I need to add more ink. I went ahead and I grabbed some gold embossing powder, and I'm going to go ahead and spread that over the Versamark, grab a piece of scratch paper, and then just empty it onto that, and then just add the powder where I feel like I missed. So I get a nice coverage, and then just shake it off. I'll heat my embossing tool up nice and hot for a few seconds, and then I'll melt that powder down, and I just really love how that turns out. I just love embossing. It's one of my favorite techniques. I do it over and over and again on most of my projects. So look at how beautiful these butterflies look with the gold embossing powder. I went ahead and stamped and embossed a whole bunch more butterflies in silver embossing powder, as well as more in the gold. I'm going to have plenty to play with for a while, but I wanted to use these in my project today. I'm going to go ahead and grab some Copic colors to color up some of these butterflies. I'm starting out with the C2, the C0, and the C000 for the body of this first butterfly. I went ahead and grabbed some blue greens. I have them all listed there on the screen for you if you are looking for similar color patterns, color schemes for your Copic markers. And I just started on the inside of the wing and just kind of flicked outwards towards the edges of the wing, going from dark to light. And then that lightest color there is the BG000. And I really love how that turned out. I love these teals, these blue greens with the silver. They also look really nice with gold, but I'm using them with the silver butterfly. And these butterflies have so much detail. You really could use multiple colors and just go in and out and all around. And I'm just, really enjoying this. It's like therapy for me to do this kind of coloring, and I'm just having fun just grabbing these beautiful colors and just experimenting. And that is what I came up with for the teal butterfly. I went ahead and did a purple colored butterfly, and then all of those colors are listed there at the top of the screen. Same coloring style, going from darkest to light, from the inside of the wing towards the outer side. The purples are, I always struggle with the purples with the Copic markers, because you have some that are really have like those plum undertones, and then you have some that are really kind of like gray and violet, and it's kind of hard to combine the two together, but I tried. And then I added the B000, which has really a pinkish undertone to it, but I do think that the purple one ended up being my favorite. I'm pretty partial to purple. And it was fun coloring up these butterflies. It's like therapy for me. So that is the purple butterfly. And so the last one that I am going to color for you guys is one that I did with pink and the gold embossing powder. So the body for this butterfly, I used my E42, E41, and E40, because the gray wasn't going to look as nice and coordinate with the gold as well. And I grabbed some of my RV markers, and those are all listed there at the top of the screen. I started out with the RV55, but then I did end up grabbing one darker shade, going to the RV66, so that I could get a better contrast. So that's what this first wing that I colored is without that RV66, but then I do add that in at the end. I liked the way that darker color really made it pop. And when you have these really light colors like the RV0000, you can really get like a watercolor effect. And that's kind of what it was turning out to be. And I felt like if I added that darker shade there, that RV66, it was really going to help with the contrast and give it that watercolor look. And so that's what I'm adding there along the outer wings, going from darkest to light, the RV55, RV02, RV52, and then the RV000 and the 0000. So much fun, and it was really hard to pick a favorite. I really love the way that the pink and the gold, I love pink and gold together. And again, you can do purple and gold and the teal and gold as well. I just was mixing it up a little bit with the silver and the gold. I grabbed the coordinating dies, and those are the finished butterflies, all nicely colored, and I'm just going to grab my little snipping tool and cut up those dies and get them run them through my die cutting machine. I just love how all of the products coordinate in this release. This separate set here, which is the Heartfelt Wings stamp set, has some great sentiments that you can use and you can mix and match. All of these supplies are linked below if you'd like to go ahead and check them out at the shop. This the Spread Your Wings stamp set right there has some great Mother's Day types of sentiments. And so I'm going to use sentiments from both of these sets for my card. I went ahead and cut a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 panel of Bristol Smooth cardstock. I went ahead and grabbed one of the sentiments, and I'm going to prep my paper just like I did when I was stamping the butterflies. And I'm going to stamp the sentiments. I'm going to use the gold and the silver embossing powder to coordinate with the butterflies that I just colored. And so again, I'm just going to get that embossing powder on my sentiment, Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day's right around the corner. Get my heat tool nice and hot, melt that powder down, and then I have a nice stamped sentiment. So I went ahead and did that with the silver embossing powder, and I grabbed some purple distress inks The purples I used were the Villainous Potion, the Wilted Violet, and the Shaded Lilac. I'm just going dark to light, starting at one end of the card layer there and adding layer after layer. I think I did about 3 layers of color and just blended them out. The Distress Oxides are just so easy to blend. It's really just seamless. You just go over and over again and you get a really nice smooth blend. And these purples, although they are quite different, you can get them to blend pretty nicely. I went ahead and grabbed my splatter box. I'm going to cover up that sentiment with some scrap paper. I just squirted water onto this block with the Distress Oxide ink, and I'm splattering some of the purple over that. And I just wanted to cover my sentiment so that I didn't get any ink on that. I grabbed some silver glimmer mist, and I'm going to splatter that on there as well. I did the same thing here with the pinks, and I added gold splatter, and then here I did with the blue greens, and I added the silver splatter to that. So I have 3 different panels for 3 different cards. I went ahead and grabbed a top folding A2 size card base. I'm just adding some drops of glue to the back side. That gives me a little bit of wiggle room to get that on there straight. I die cut that rectangle to just be shy of an A2 size card so I could have a nice thin white border going all the way around. I'm going to grab some double-sided adhesive foam tape and place them on the back side of my die cut there. I like to get really good coverage so that it doesn't get flattened if I decide to mail this card. I just pulled the release papers up and I'm just centering it there how I feel like it should go on my card. And now I'm just going to grab some adhesive gems and just place them randomly around the butterfly, really. And I like that there are several different sizes, and these have a little bit of a purple tint to them. So I feel like it matches perfectly with this butterfly. And there you go. That is our completed card. Thanks for always brightening my day with the silver embossing and the purples. And I really love how that turned out. So let's take a look at the other 2 cards that I put together. This is the teal one. I chose the I Love You Mom for that card. And then the last one is with the gold embossing with the pink, and I stamped it Happy Mother's Day. So I have a variety of sentiments here to use to give to 3 different people. And I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope you will hop along and check out all the other amazing projects by the design team members. All of the supplies that I used are listed and linked in the description box below if you want to go ahead and check them out at the Scrappy Tails shop. Thanks again so much for stopping by. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you like my cards. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.